Hello, my name is KAMRANUDDIN and I'm a cybersecurity student at NYIT. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to hack a Wi-Fi network and how we can secure our network. So for this, we'll be needing a Oracle VirtualBox and a Kali Linux operating system. And I will be giving the links to these two in the description from where you can download them. And another thing you need is a Wi-Fi adapter. I am using a TP-Link Wi-Fi adapter. So uh, when getting one Wi-Fi adapter, make sure that the Wi-Fi adapter is compatible with the Kali Linux operating system and it has its drivers available. So after installing the Kali, and you need to go to the settings and USB, and over here you need to add your Wi-Fi adapter to the virtual box. Only then you will be able to use it inside the virtual box. Then after installing and opening the Kali Linux, it will look something like this. Now you need to open the terminal and let's check our Wi-Fi adapter. For this I'll be using iwconfig. So now as you can see, the Wi-Fi adapter is in the auto mode. We need to convert it into the monitor mode so that we can monitor all the available Wi-Fi network devices around us. So for that I will be using the following commands. If config VLAN 0 down, airmon ng check kill. So airmon ng check kill will stop anyone from interfering us, and iwconfig VLAN 0 mode monitor. And if config VLAN 0 up. Here we have converted the mode to monitor. Now let us check whether it is done or not. iwconfig. So as you can see, we have turned the mode to monitor and we can proceed with the next step. So there are two ways to hack into a Wi-Fi router, and one of that is with if the WPS is enabled on the router. So let us check for any devices that has their WPS enabled. For this, we'll be using the command wash --- interface VLAN 0. So as you can see, it has started displaying all the available routers with their WPS. So let me stop it over here. So as you can see, the BSS ID displays their MAC address. CH is the channel on which they are on, and the WPS version, their vendor, the name of the router under the ESSID column, and the lock. So as you can see, there is no lock on the router for the WPS, and for some it's yes. So for whichever uh, the lock is not there, so over here, this is my Wi-Fi router, and as you can see, the lock is turned yes. That means for you need to hack this, you need to push the WPS button that is available on the router. So it is not physically possible, and since I'm not allowed to hack into other network, I won't be going with this option. So the next and only option that we have is to use a brute force attack. So let us use the command to check all the available devices in our network. Arrow dump ng VLAN 0. As you can see, it is displaying all the available networks around me. And let me stop it. As you can see, this is my Wi-Fi router. and this is the MAC address. It's on channel 11. It has encryption WPA2. So what I'm going to do is I am going to capture the handshake between our target router and any connected device. For this, I need to copy the MAC address of my router. Then I'm going to use this command, arrow dump ng --, SSID, my target MAC address, followed by channel, and I'm going to write all the captured handshake into a file. Let's name it kali.txt and VLAN 0. So now we are capturing all the handshake that our target is doing with all the connected devices. So the next step is to perform a deauthentication attack. And when I do a deauthentication attack, the target or the client on which we are going to perform will lose its internet connection for a specific amount of time. The deauthentication attack is a denial of service type attack. So let me check what is the MAC address of my laptop. So as you can see, the MAC address is 087190. So it is connected over here. So now I need to perform a deauthentication attack on my own laptop or the target client to perform a complete successful handshake. So for the deauthentication attack, I will be using this command, air replay ng -t auth 4. So now here the 4 is the number of packets that we are going to send, the deauthentication packets that we are sending to the router. So in case if I put like 10 million packets instead of 4, then the client will use the internet connection for a lot of time. So then -a, then the target MAC address, that is my laptop's MAC address, and followed by -c, sorry, the command is airplay ng deauth -a followed by the target MAC address, that is this one, followed by -c, and the client MAC address VLAN 0. So I have kept it to 4 because it will the client won't even feel like when we have captured it, it won't affect much to the client, and we will be able to successfully capture. So I'm performing the deauthentication attack. So as you can see, the WPA handshake is complete, and we have successfully captured the handshake into a file. So I'm going to close this one and stop. And so uh, the file, the handshake is saved in this kali.txt.01.cap file, and let's open the Wireshark and see what intel we can get using that file. So I'm going to open this. So let me check. These are the devices connected to our network. There are a lot of devices. So over here, this Intel Core is my laptop. It is connected to the router, and I can get the MAC address and some other Intel, but I won't be getting much information from this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a password file that I can use to crack the message integrity code that uh, comes with the package. Uh, so for that I will be using the crunch command. Crunch the minimum limit and the maximum limit of the characters, followed by any character A, B, C, D of your choice, then hyphen O, and any file name. So QWERTY dot text. So now it will create a lot of all the combinations of these letters with so and so length. So I'm going to stop this, and I already have a word list with all the possible um, uh, passwords, so I will be trying that. So it will take a long time to create all these many lines of combination of passwords. So I've already one created, so I'll be using that. So what I'll use is aircrack ng uh, file01.cap, the name of our file that we have stored the handshake in, and hyphen w, and word list.txt, the name of the file with various passwords. So what aircrack ng does is every handshake has different packets. So every packet has a MIC and other information attached to that packet. So MIC is a unique message integrity code. So what aircrack ng does is it unpacks the data packets and uh, takes out the MIC, and it matches with all the words that are in a word list. So whichever word matches with the MIC, that is our pass key. Here, track uh, kali.txt fm01.cap uh, -w word file.txt. So this is the Kali Linux.01 is a file in which we have stored the uh, handshake, and this is word file.txt is our file with various passwords. So I'm going to run this. So now as you can see, it has scanned through 1013 words, and at 1009 we got a pass key which is W635RNH3XP. So by following all these steps, you can hack into any Wi-Fi router. And in some cases, if you have a very large number of password uh, list, and then for that, you can what you can do is you can go and use paid cloud technology or other tools to which will take very less amount of time to match and find your passkey. In my case, since my GPU is not so strong, um, I'm not going to do that. So now how can we secure our network? So the first thing is you can go to your router settings, and log in. Then what you have to do is go into the wireless setup. So now I'm successfully logged in. Need to go into the wireless setup, and over here we can see that the security is WPA2. You should make sure that it's not off, it's WPA2, and the VPN and the encryption is AES. And over here we are using a default passphrase. It's better not to use a default passphrase, as it's very easy to crack, and different routers have standard syntax. So you should be using a custom key passphrase. So how can you know that your password is strong? So over here I have a website, passwordmonster.com, where you can go and check the strength of your password. So one of the very weakest and common password is password at the rate 123. As you can see, it will take no time to crack such easy passwords. So for that, you should use a password with a combination of lowercase, uppercase, numbers, and symbols and different characters. So let's try QM7E5 RAU at the rate NYIT.ed. So for such a password, it will take 22 million years. So it's a long time, but uh, even with such a password, it's possible to crack, but only with very good resources. But this is the most secure one, so you should go with such a password. And the next thing is you should make sure that your WPS is disabled. Over here I have set it to enabled, but make sure that your WPS is disabled. And as I have said, the WPS pin is only a combination of first 8 numbers, so it's very easy to crack and get into. So that's two ways that you can make sure to secure your Wi-Fi network. So with this, I will be ending my video. Thank you for watching.